Here we go with our next bout of the evening. Lennox Lythgoe, a local fighter from Wigan, against Simas Volosinas, a late substitute opponent. Unfortunately, Lennox did hope to box around 8 stone 8 and was almost down to that weight. Opponent problems, and he's had to go roll ground against Simas Volosinas again.
Yeah, I think he boxed him last April, Steve.
He boxed him last April. It was it was really unlucky what's happened here tonight, because Jake Harrison, who's the same weight as Lennox, was also left without an opponent. Managed to get John Spencer for him, who he's beaten again, and by the time it all happened, it was too late to switch opponents with the boxing board of control, because Volosinas is an overseas boxer, and the licenses and applications have to be in earlier. You can't just swap opponents for some reason.
So Lythgoe coming out aggressively as he always does.
Yeah, very aggressive. 2 stoppages in his 5 wins. The last time you may remember, he saw him at the Jolly Boys against Chris Wong, who was badly outgamed and outmatched for that night.
Yeah, he's united for Lennox on that night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think Wong was felt like a rabbit in the headlights. Yeah, I think Lythgoe, he only knows one way to fight. That's come forward and be aggressive, but he does it well. Good kick, great movement.
He's a sort of fighter, as his career progresses, if he keeps winning and moves up the ladder and fights for titles, he's got that style that would make him popular on TV.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't think he's ever going to be in a dull fight.
What was your most exciting fight you was in, Mike?
I think it was a Central Area title, Steve, against Glenn Williams.
Oh, Glenn, that's a blast on the past. That.
Yeah, for the Central Area. That was I was hyped up for that one. Probably the most hyped up of all my fights for that one. Obviously, there was something on the line, wasn't there? And as we talked about earlier, Central Area fights they're a bit short of nowadays. The great fights for local people, great fight for local kids, fans alike. It's a shame we don't see more of them.
And you won that fight, didn't you?
Yeah, stoppage. I think it was the third round stoppage.
Yeah, all one-way traffic in that first round. Volosinas a little bit marked up and reddened below the left eye. His trainer, Oscar Milkaitis, telling him to keep a high guard. Love to see his fighters fight offensively.
Yeah, typical of his own style, that wasn't
Yes.
it, Steve? It's the way he used to fight, so instills it in his own fighters. Obviously, like we've said, Lythgoe's boxed his kid before, so he knows what he's about, he knows his style, so maybe he can improve on a points win tonight with maybe a stoppage. I mean, I'm not being too optimistic.
Yeah, he's naturally a lot bigger, isn't he, Volosinas? And he's a man that's rarely stopped. I think he got stopped I was looking at his record, he got stopped by, I think it was Danny Quartermain last year, and before that you have to go back to 2017 when Reece Moles stopped him, and Reece Moles he's a high-end domestic lightweight.
Yeah, he's one of those kids who just comes to earn his pennies and go home at the end of the day all safe and sound.
Trainer Lee Blundell urging Lennox Lythgoe to work to the body. These are tough round for Volosinas, aren't they?
Yeah, you watch Lennox there. If you watch his expression, he's just intention on his face all the time. He's focused. He's looking for the shots. He's moving his head.
He's one of those young fighters. If you looked at him in a lineup of boxers and just saw him in his shorts with the tattoos down his right arm and around his neck and the close cropped hair, you'd have him down as a warmonger, wouldn't you, straight away?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He looks like a tough kid, doesn't he? Great movement though, nice footwork, moves his head well, slips well. The screw shot in the middle. I said before though, Steve, Volosinas, his face is getting a little bit redder.
Yeah.
As the round goes on.
And he, as they say, he's flat to the ball to stay in there, it seems to me.
As much as these kids try his opponents, when you're taking these barrage of shots, what Lythgoe's throwing, you get a bit reluctant to throw. But as I say that, Volosinas comes back with a few shots.
But there's nothing there to trouble Lythgoe, is there at all? And you can just walk. Although he's naturally smaller, he's only a bantamweight. He's walk anything that is thrown. He'll just walk through it all.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're only in the early stages of round 3, and it already looks, it's looking even harder, isn't it, for Volosinas?
Yeah, I mean, he's taking a lot, he's absorbing a lot.
He's taking a lot, isn't he? When you look at what some fighters have been stopped for lately, and when they've been throwing back.
Yeah, I mean, Lythgoe, even in the third round now, he's carrying on as he started the fight, basically. Everything's still the same. He's like a little machine, isn't it?
Yeah. Buzzsaw, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just so controlled. He's forward, letting his shots go, looking for the shots.
Again, left hook to the body there, and Simas Volosinas clearly felt that.
Yeah, I bet when he was offered the fight, I bet he kind of thought, here we go again. But, it's a payday, that's what these kids do. Tough lads, it's a hard way to earn your money, but...
You know what, I think, is John Latham having a little look at him now? I think is he wondering whether he should step in, and it is one-way traffic. There's only going to be one winner, isn't there?
Yeah, I think it tells by Volosinas' face. I think he's kind of looking at that. He doesn't want him to get really hurt. He just looks a bit ragged now, Volosinas, doesn't he? I think he's just taking too much. You couldn't blame John Latham for stepping in.
No, the left hook there sent him in. John's looking even closer now. We're in the final 10 seconds of the third round.
Yeah, Volosinas' leg looks a bit raggedy there. I think it's only if he gets caught with a clean one.
fourth and final round.
Fourth round, and the biggest question is, will Volosinas see out these last 3 minutes? Is that fair to say that, Mike? Or?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Steve. Obviously, the ref keeps having really close looks. I think he's halfway to stepping in there, but he let Volosinas carry on because it was near the end of the round. I think if Lennox picks it up a little bit, he might get the stoppage. Be a shame for Volosinas to get stopped, but we don't want to see kids get hurt.
We don't, and we're talking to someone here who's had 118th fight this evening.
Yeah, 118 tonight.
Incredible.
So he's had 7 wins. He's had 1 stoppage himself, but obviously that was probably early on in his career. First 3 fights he won 2 out of 3. Obviously, he sort of decided to kind of go on the road then. Earn a bit, you can earn a bit more money on the road, as we know.
He's a tough man, isn't he?
He certainly is a tough man. Yeah, Lythgoe's hit him with everything, and he's still in there.
Lee Blundell still urging Lythgoe to throw punches, combinations, and try and force that stoppage. Body shot there again. Hurts Volosinas, who nods in acknowledgement.
Yeah, he's had it all his own way tonight, Lythgoe, hasn't he? From his point of view, so more of a sparring session, I suppose. From his point of view, you could say that. But you've still got to deal with what's in front of you, and Lythgoe's done that.
He's had to go over old ground again, but it's better than not fighting.
Volosinas, certainly earned his money tonight. You've got to take your hat off to these kids. They travel, they get in there with these prospects. Some bangers, some not, but yeah, you've got to give them credit, and we do. Yeah, I think Lennox's punches now just slightly, lacking a little bit, but that's expected. He's non-stop. He's punched.
First 3 rounds was non-stop, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Head, body, combinations.
Yeah, you can excuse him, Volosinas going to see the round out, looks like it. Lennox is going to walk away with this one, absolutely spot on.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, referee John Latham has scored the contest 40 points to 36 points for your honour, hailing from Wigan, Lennox, Lythgoe. Your appreciation, please, for Simas Volosinas.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.